I want to give a couple final thoughts about 9.5 before I head off into Chapter 10 for later tutorials. I'm not going to actually do one of these problems, and the main reason I'm not going to is because you don't need me to. I've actually already shown you how to do every single one of these problems. 9.5 is a review section. So the thing you want to look at when you look at these problems is trying to figure out which ones you know. So let me go back here just for a second and show you what we've gone through. So you can see 9.1, we learned how to do z intervals for the mean, right? 9.2, we did t intervals right here, 9.2. These are t intervals for the mean. 9.3 was z intervals, but now for proportions, right? Working with decimals. And 9.4 was for the standard deviation or the variance. It depends on what you were asked. Like this one asked for standard deviation, this one asked for variance, right? That kind of thing. Okay. So when you're in 9.5, when you're looking at them, you actually already know how to do every one of these problems. It's a question of which one do you use when. For example, let me look at it for a few of them. Number 13, in a random sample of 40 felons convicted of aggravated assault, it was determined that the mean length of sentencing was 54 months, standard deviation is 8. All right, I can already tell you we're working with either means or standard deviations, right? We're not working with proportions here. They're not talking about like 30 of 40 felons or something like that. It says construct and interpret a 95% confidence interval for the mean length. See that? Mean. So you're doing either 9.1 or 9.2 because it's a mean question. So in order to be 9.1, it would have to have sigma known. So you have to look in the problem, see did they ever give you population standard deviation, sigma. Well, they gave you standard deviation, but they didn't tell you population. That means that you don't know sigma, which means you're in 9.2. This is a t interval question. Okay. Let's see. Let me move down. 9.5, or excuse me, 9.5 number 15. Construct and interpret it. Let me just look at the question. Construct and interpret a 90% confidence interval for the mean additional amount of its state tax returns. Okay. But look at this problem. Population standard deviation is, this is sigma, right? They're giving you sigma right here. So this is a z interval for the mean. This is like a 9.1 problem. So 9.3, number 13, excuse me, was a 9.2 problem. Number 15 is a 9.1 problem, right? Sigma is known. 17, oh, I can already tell you what this is. See the Gallup poll? If it's a poll, that's proportions. That's 9.3, right? When you're working with, it even tells you construct a confidence interval for proportion. If they don't give you standard deviation anywhere in the problem, that's a proportion question, right? So that's a 9.3 problem. And let me see. Let's zoom through some more here. I don't know what they're asking for. Let me go back. Apparently I needed to look at the question. Z interval or T interval, depending. All right, well, let's look at them. So, did they give you sigma? Nope, no sigma. That's a T interval. I'm skipping the even ones for you to do. Here, did they give you sigma anywhere? Population standard deviation? Speed limit 10 miles? Nope. Nope. So that's a T interval again. 23, let's look right here. Stairmaster, after 3 minutes their pulses are found. It's a T interval, right? There's no sigma given on that problem. Right, so you want to look for the words population standard deviation. Okay, so oops, we're done with that. So if you don't see population standard deviation, then it ain't there. Oh, another thing that they might have asked you to do, let me go back here. For the mean, and then also they might ask you for sigma or sigma squared. Those are the chi-square ones. So, look right here for number 11. It says construct a confidence interval for the population variance. That's the chi-square stuff. So if they ask you to do an interval for the variance or the standard deviation, both of those are 9.4. All right, so hopefully that'll help you figure it out a little bit. You want to know, am I doing proportions? That'll be 9.3 proportions. Am I doing variance or standard deviation? That's 9.4. And if you're doing the mean, right, confidence interval for the mean, confidence interval for the mean, then you have to ask, do you know sigma or don't you? If you do know sigma, that's a z interval, that's 9.1. And if you don't know sigma, that's a t interval, 9.2. All right, I hope that helps. Talk to you guys later in Chapter 10.